How's it going today, guys? Black here, and we're back in the world of Eternum, and we're going to be talking a little bit today about Voidbent Armor. For about the past week or so, I've been using the Voidbent Armor set, and I just kind of wanted to give you guys my personal thoughts on the set. Currently, I run 5 pieces of the heavy armor set with pristine pearls to give me that extra luck advantage. And one of the questions I get a lot of is the Voidbent Armor set worth the hassle? Because it does take quite a bit of time to get it, especially if you don't have anyone to funnel you. I didn't have anyone to funnel me, so it took me a little longer than the average content creator. So in this video, I'm just going to give you guys my personal opinion on the Voidbent set, as well as if I was level 59, about to hit 60 or whatever, what I would have done differently. Also, I'm going to have a timestamp down in the description for those who are interested in that part of the video, because I know there's a lot of people who are about to transition into the end game and you know, want to have a better idea of why you would go for the Voidbent set, or how you would achieve getting the Voidbent set. So we're gonna do that here in this video. Now, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, as well as dropping me a like, because I will be bringing you a lot more New World content, as well as many up and coming MMOs in the near future. And let's dive on in. To start off, we're going to answer the question, is Voidbent Armor worth the hassle? And for me, the answer to this question is it depends. So let's say, for example, you're about to hit level 60. You have been like crafting for a bit, doing the town boards, things of the sort. And you know that you're going to be doing a lot of watermark farming. I think 9 times out of 10, I go farm the Voidbent Armor before even start watermark farming. But one thing I don't see a lot of content creators talk about when it comes to the Voidbent set is the fact that the set that is a deterministic legendary. And that's important because there's no other, like, really that many things in the game that you can say without 100% certainty that you will get a legendary of this item. If I'm just like 591 and I'm about to transition to dungeons, though, I don't think I would do that. I would just buy some luck gear on the market for like a few hundred that has the stats I want, because while these stats are good, I don't think Voidbent is the best tanking armor for a lot of it, because its physical is a little bit on the weak side compared to other armors. You can absolutely do Lazarus and Genesis with this, no problem. But if I'm farming 591 gear and I'm trying to push to the 600 and I don't have a Voidbent set, I don't think personally I would craft a set. But that's just my opinion, and I kind of gather that from a lot of other people who I've talked to, and I want to get a good rounded opinion, and I think that's the general consensus for most players that I've talked to. So that's my opinion on that. Now I'm gonna break down, like, if you're level 59 and you want to know exactly what you should probably do in order to achieve getting, you know, Voidbent. I'm gonna just tell you what I would do, and it's probably going to be very brief. Now, if you want a more detailed explanation, just like leave me a comment or two down in the comment section, like saying to me that, hey, yo, Black, I would like to know a more detailed guide on what path to take whenever going for my Voidbent armor, and I'll make a video if I get enough comments talking about, you know, making one. But we're going to just talk about a more brief one, so let's get to it. So the first thing I would do if I'm fresh 59, I'm going in. First off, I'm getting my houses. The thing is, once you finish leveling, you should have like 20k gold probably on you, unless you're spending irrationally. I know a lot of the town boards become a little grindy, and you want to make sure that you're doing those, but at the same time, you shouldn't be spending that much. I got to level 60 day 8 of the game launch, so the prices were a little tough on things, but now the prices have gone down, that even if you're like buying things for the board, you should be like fairly rich. So I'd buy a house and get some luck trophies if I can afford it, or have friends that can make me one and want to give me one. Secondly, I would move on to the market, and I would go and buy one of each of the gathering gear types, skinning, gathering, and mining. And if I can afford it, I would also get like a armor smith, a smelter, like just things that give you better yield for smelting, leatherworking, as well as weaving and stuff. So I would do that. I would go and first and foremost get rid of getting my mining to 200 would be my first thing, because I want to get my Asmodeum on cooldown as soon as I can, because that is going to be the most expensive component outside of Void Ore for your armor. Depending on the set, like I'm a heavy armor user, so that's going to be the more expensive thing for me. If I'm a medium or light armor user, I'm probably going to get weaving or leather done first to get the cooldown lowest, but Asmodeum tends to be the more expensive, so I would get that done first. And you can easily do the iron and Everfall. You can do the Star Metal and the Great Cleave, and then you can do Orky just about everywhere, but more specifically in Shadow Mountain. And then I would go and do the leatherworking, which I would do the regular hide, the raw hide in Cutlass. I would do the thick hide in Restless, and then I would do the iron hide and the scar hide and the smolder hide in the Ebonscale Reach. No, not Ebonscale, Eden Grove in the northern area. And then I would go do the weaving in Morningdale North Restless, and then I would just buy wire fiber from the store. At least on my server, wire fiber was pretty cheap. But if not, you can go to the Cleave as well as, well, you can go to the Eden Grove as well, North Eden Grove where the boars are, or you can go to Shadow Mountains and get wire fiber from both of those locations, as well as just like general areas. And then I would just grind out all those things until I have all those done. That wouldn't take you probably more than, I don't know, 6 hours of each of the individual crafts, and then get to the hard one, which would be armoring. If you don't have an armor already on your server that's willing to just make it for you for like maybe 1,000 gold. Like, I don't really charge people much to make them Voidbent, and in most cases I just make it for people. I don't really care. But I would just go and get my armoring up, and I would do it by crafting shirts. I know people say gloves, but that's I don't think that's cost effective based on the math, the salvaging, and then when you get the focus point, that gives you extra yield. When you salvage, you're going to get a way more benefit from salvaging the chest piece than doing a bunch of gloves. But that's another video for another conversation. And then I would go on and craft the Voidbent armor from there. And that should, the armoring shouldn't take you more than 2 days. Also the weaving, the leatherworking, and the mining shouldn't take you too long either, because I play on like one of the more populated servers, so you're probably not going to be as contested if you're on a smaller server. But just don't do it during peak hours, obviously, and you should be pretty okay to do it. But that would be my advice to you guys if you're level 59 or you're like about to reach in game and you're going to start your gear score grind, and you want to get Voidbent. That's what I would do. Again, I can do a more detailed guide if you guys leave me some comments on like every single location and stuff, because I have that footage. But just let me know. Anyway, with that all said, guys, I really appreciate you watching. This is the end of the video. I really appreciate all the support on the channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.